Instead of making your life easier, vibe coding has made it harder by you working longer and longer hours, by not being able to sleep, with thinking, with all the ideas, with all the bugs that can be fixed, thinking that you are wasting time in not running Claude or the agent working on the prompt that you have put in, okay? It became a vicious cycle of higher cortisol levels, higher stress levels, and you can't enjoy life as much as you did before vibe coding, okay? Vibe coding made it easier, but it made it harder in other areas. It made code easier, but made life harder for you, okay? And that is a problem in itself because you want your life quality to improve, okay? AI has came into our life to improve it, and if we don't control the output and the AI itself, okay, it can't control us, okay? We become this slave of it, okay, not the other way, okay? How to not become slave of the AI is by controlling it, okay? You control your sessions, you manage your time efficiently so you can do less and achieve more, okay? And you do that by sharpening your focus, okay? Imagine two people have have access and they are tasked with cutting a tree, okay? The first person goes directly into cutting the tree, into putting the axe in the tree and start chipping away the tree until it gets done, okay? And the other person, okay, spends the first 6 hours of cutting the tree. He spends it sharpening his axe, okay? And by doing that, the one blow he gets from hitting the tree gets more like damage for the tree, gets more cutting power, more than the other one who didn't sharpen his axe, okay? And by default, and consequently, the one who sharpened his axe will cut the tree in like I don't know, 20 blows, okay? And the other one will cut it in 100 blows, okay? So the second one did did less work, which is cutting the tree, and finish it before the one who has spent 100 blows cutting the tree, okay? That that is the same thing in every task we do in life, and in this case in vibe coding, okay? You have to spend time optimizing your mind, your mental health, your physical health, so you can get the most out of your prompt. Because what are prompts? Okay, prompts are ideas in your brain explained to the AI agent in plain English or in any native English, in any native language that you speak with your agent, okay? It's an accumulation of ideas, a rearrangement of those ideas into plain text, okay? So you can send into that AI, okay? So we all heard of prompt engineering, okay? Prompt engineering is the art of mastering and making the best prompt, the most efficient and the least cost prompt, and the most concise and detailed prompt, so the AI agent can get the exact result that you want, okay? That prompt engineering, okay? That is prompt engineering. And prompt engineering, in the current state of affairs, is just doing the plain text thing from your brain, typing it into ChatGPT, and telling ChatGPT to make create a detailed professional prompt so you can send it to your agent, okay? And that is good in and of itself, okay? It's better than the one sending directly into the agent, okay? That will lose more tokens and consequently lose more money, okay? But the more optimized thing, okay, the meta, the thing that nobody is doing, okay, is firstly generate that idea as good as possible, okay? It's like optimizing your brain to generate the best plain text prompt that you will write to ChatGPT, okay? And that nobody is doing it because no everyone is neglecting it, okay? Because they're not thinking health is related to coding or IT, but health is related to everything you do, and especially in the AI area, because because now AI is doing the work for you. Okay, all you have to do is think. Okay, and thinking comes from the brain, and the brain needs to be optimized to produce the best thoughts there is. Okay, and to do that, you have to optimize your physical health by exercising, by being hydrated, by sleeping better, and by also having having a good diet. Okay, by eating food that makes you move forward, by progressing your health, by or by keeping you healthy. Okay, so you can be 100% present in the task that you will do. Okay, you have to also consider getting better socially. Okay, because now it's all about the opportunities, the doors that your social life and network will open to you, the ideas you get when networking with people. With even a laugh with a friend is a better productivity than spending 2 hours in front of the screen. Your knee is hurting in your and your back hurting and your eyes hurting. Okay, the ideas you get while speaking to others, especially others in the other domains, okay, will open so many doors in your brain, so many new neurons in your brain activated, that the only result will be good results, good output. Okay, you can have some idea from your friend, you can have some other ideas, some thoughts, because when you are feeling joy, when you are feeling pleasure, good pleasure, natural pleasure from from socializing from socializing, you get the hormone which serotonin. It's a feel good hormone. It's one of the hormones of pleasure. Okay, in your brain. Okay, you release it, you feel pleasurable. It helps your brain generate better ideas even in the background, because we have an unconscious, we have a conscious part, which the prefrontal cortex of your brain. Okay, it generates ideas actively, you generate them. Okay, but the other part in the same brain, okay, it gets ideas, it works in the background, it gets ideas that you didn't actively work for them. Okay, she just pop in ideas, pop in. Imagine ideas and thoughts, multi-million ideas, they just pop in without doing any work. Okay, you did the work in front. Okay, by optimizing your health, by sharpening your focus, by fasting, by dieting, by exercising, by better sleeping, by working standing. Okay, so you have more energy, by eating healthy food. Okay, you did the work in front. Okay, and you get the results by just ideas popping in, good ideas, and you feel good, and you wonder why these ideas are coming in, and now you know why these are good ideas coming in, because you have put in the work in front. Okay, and that produces a good cycle, a good reward system. Okay, you take care of your health rewards you with good ideas, with good thoughts. Okay, so you can implement them into your prompts. Okay, I want you to enter that cycle as soon as possible. Okay, and I hope to see you in, and I hope to see you next time. Okay, have fun, have a good day, and see you soon.